Hey guys, this is Untitled Lego Maniac. Be sure to check out my other social media accounts and my Patreon. Links are down below. Those who are my old subscribers, you know that Transformers was actually my main inspiration to start a YouTube channel. In fact, one of my early videos back then when I started was actually Jetfire. Now after at least 8 years, I've decided to make this character again and make it in scale with minifigures and other Transformers I've made in the past. This time I try my best to make sure it's accurate and give him less kibble unlike the previous build many years ago. Now to my new subscribers, you notice that I don't upload videos that often, and that's because videos takes time and I felt unmotivated because of the comment sections and the lack of views. That makes me not want to focus more on videos and instead just post images on Instagram and move on because those actually get more attention. Plus, this is my last year in college and I want to focus on education more than YouTube videos that will give me less than 1,000 views. So I feel like I don't care at this point, and if I do, I'll only make videos when I feel like to and just so I can just take my time with it. So please be patient with me. For this video, I have Simmons minifigure, which you guys will like because of how bizarre it is. Let's move on. For this Simmons, I wasted a lot of good parts on this guy just to make a joke figure, and you guys will probably kill me if I list them. Starting off from the top, I used the new Superman hair because that is the closest thing I have. I could have used Nakia's hair, but I used that for Miles instead for my Into the Spider-Verse figures. The head is actually Lego's official print, and it's the one that looks like Agent Coulson that a lot of people have been using for Purist figures, and I think it actually works well for John Turturro since I don't want to paint his face in general. His shirt has a name tag design painted, and it was quite challenging, though not as tough as LeBron's Sprite Cranberry I've made. His arms are actually those dual-molded arms from that exclusive European soccer collectible minifigures. These are actually quite rare, and I wasted them on a dumb figure. See, I knew you guys would be frustrated with that, but I don't care, so take that. I sculpted his camel toe because it's funny. I mean, why else? Even better, I sculpted his ass cheeks. These are actually my very first sculpted ass on a Lego minifigure in the history of my channel. You would think that this would be an accomplishment, but instead I just disgraced my family even more.
Hold those.
That is it for this figure, a dumb figure, but I find it hilarious, and don't be surprised if I make more retarded shit like this. Jetfire is actually a bit smaller than I like him to be. I made this guy entirely on Lego Digital Designer at first, and then I bought the pieces and made some modifications along the way. But nevertheless, the jet mode is accurate, and I try my best to make it as sleek as possible using slope pieces and tiles to remove majority of the studs. I couldn't do that for the wings because it just won't look good then. He has the landing gear, and I tried to guess how the Studio Series would actually transform as I was designing this on Lego Digital Designer. He is actually pretty flimsy to hold, and doesn't stick well together, so I have to be really careful while transporting him. On to the transformation. The robot mode overall holds together fairly well. Transformation is simple, but because of its size and articulation, the hinges flop around, making it hard to put together in a short amount of time. His arms tend to fall forward a lot because of its weight, and the clip pieces don't tend to hold things in certain places, which is why I have his arms usually behind his leg or one holding the cane to stop that from happening. So he won't be able to hold his axe with his arms high, or he will fall. However, he does not have a huge backpack, unlike my very old build, which was actually borrowing from the original Leader class toy. The engines for his legs and the body of the jet mode form his back. His head is actually my favorite design, but it is small since I forgot that Jetfire's head is actually a bit larger than I thought, but it won't work well in vehicle mode, so that's why I left it the way it is. His axe can be made by simply connecting these blade pieces onto his cane. For another accessory, I gave him his orange parachute that he farted out in the movie. LEGO actually made this for Wonder City sets, and I'm glad that they did, because it is perfect. And huge thanks to my friend Kaiju Dan for actually giving this to me in the first place. This makes the build hilarious. That is all, and for my next Transformers, I have Shatter and Dropkick, which will be featured in one video. Both are done, and I just need to wait for the pieces to arrive. Please do not ask me for instructions because they take a lot of time to make, and I don't have that time. Instead of copying my designs, I suggest you make your own and get creative. You won't learn anything unless you try. I never got tutorials on other people's transformations back then, and if I can do it, so can you. Just believe in yourself and just train harder. You can build the best Transformer, and when you do, you'll be satisfied that you made it yourself. I highly guarantee it. No, you don't give instructions, you're a dick, asshole.